Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to make a different video. It's a reaction video. It's based on tribal people inter-warfare actually fighting. The video was shooted in 1961 and first released in 1964. The American filmmaker and anthropologist Robert Gardner shoot this video in Papua New Guinea, right now in Indonesia actually. It's actually tribal warfare. It's more into life and death, peace and revenge. Actually, I am going to review this video, my honest review, how our ancestor was that time in the past. So it's more into our life and it's very connected to us. So let's go to react this video.
The whole ridge
This
is
is the
fighting,
tribal
and both sides know
ship
it well.
fighting. The leader who gonna lead to this fight,
Wayak
who over
relaxes,
kind of
waiting for his comrades
white
and the enemy
things.
to signal their readiness by drawing close enough to fire.
It just started. They are very brave, Oh my god, they are running for each other. It's very close combat, right? It's very close. Look at them very close. This is the leader actually.
Only Mike Mo, who acts as leader, is especially concerned. The enemy
at them.
badly wants the death that will restore the balance which they lost almost 3 weeks before. With so many men firing such a quantity of arrows, there is always a chance that one of the many wounds they are certain to inflict will bring about the death they want so much.
It's very much organic, Even in sunny gunfighter, any gun, anything like
Finally, Mike Mo's urgings take effect, and his men withdraw. It is customary that both sides, after fighting hard for a period of time, withdraw to nurse wounds, smoke cigarettes, and review the course of events.
some of them are pulling off the arrows and trying to healing them.
The arrows are not poisoned, but they are barbed and notched so as to break off on impact. One young warrior, pained but also pleased by his wound, was lucky that an older man has enough to hold as he works the arrow free.
The amount of people.
Wayak was worried that so many arrows had found their mark, but most of the others were merely stung into more aggressive action. The enemy fell back, thinking that Wayak's group had been secretly reinforced. Having retreated, there was nowhere for them to go except off the ridge and onto some flat land just in front of their little mountain. There, almost at their own frontier, they turned and resumed fighting. At the end of the ridge, the pursuers caught their breath. Close by the gardens, where their warrior had been killed during a raid only 3 weeks before, the enemy reorganized, knowing there was still time for fighting. As long as there is enough light to see arrows in flight, and barring sudden rain, or what is much rarer, sudden death, a formal battle continues throughout the day.
Anything happen?
Wayak rests and lets the younger men exert themselves on the skirmish line.
Look at them, they are going to hit back.
In this, its new phase, the battle is supervised by Neolithic, who sends a fresh group to back up the skirmishers.
I mean, these tribal people used to, fight. It's very true. Whoever, using or wearing white thing, facilitation, something or they got wanted. This maybe they are to fight or they are kind of young leaders. Look the leader how he tried to trying to impose again and again, fight against their enemy. Some of them are just, making sound and kind of making them distract their Valley is very beautiful. It's in actually Baliem
Past water-worn patches of white sand, a wounded enemy is carried home on the shoulders of his friends. Neolithic, not yet convinced the enemy was content to end the fighting, keeps a watchful eye, as do two young warriors who, a moment before, sought in vain to kill each other. Laka and the others have come close to home. They are tired from the long walk and the heavy work, but glad to know that no one had been killed. Had it been otherwise, they would certainly have been told by someone along the trail, since such news goes with the speed of sound, shouted from garden to garden and village to village. Laka did hear that Tuasi, a man from Wuparinma, was badly wounded, and she wondered how he was. The arrow had ended beneath the collarbone, and its tip broke off beneath the skin. Tekman, because he lives with Tuasi and Muparainma, and because he is famous as a surgeon, knew that the only way to get the arrow out was to grip it with his teeth. Had it been barbed, as most arrows are, Tuasi would have had a far more difficult time and much less chance of living. At the end of the ridge, the others hurl abusive jokes instead of spears. The enemy, for now, is forced to listen.
You guys watch, okay?
To patch the wound, some moistened leaves are bound in place with bits of long grass. To revive his Atayaken, literally to call back his seeds of singing from their flight to his backbone, a friend applies a wand of grass and murmurs magic words. Tekman makes the last of 4 punctures in the belly's wall to let out the blood turned dark by the enemy's arrow. The time to leave has come. For most, the walk ahead will take an hour, and no one wants to risk a meeting with a ghost. Tuasi will not have to walk, but he must be covered to protect him from the gaze of ghosts, which wounded men are careful to avoid. Tuasi starts home, his weapons and his life in the hands of men from his own village.
So one thing I notice here in this video, it's very organic and very dominant things in this fight. 2 group of people, they want to dominate their area, and they used to fight each other in that time. And look at their knowledge system, how they use, how they surveillance each other, and also regrouping and fight, enforce and fight, and also using their method, the way they are using their warfare things, arrows, poison and things all together and fighting each other. It's very knowledgeable right now in warfare and also fighting things, one country to another country, they are fighting like with automatic gunpowder, and also so many high-tech arsenal. But in the first time of our ancestors, they used to fight with arrow and very simple things. But in that time, the fight combat is very close range. It's kind of 100 feet each other, face to face. And it's a great video, actually great documentary by Robert Gardner, who is a well-known anthropologist and filmmaker from USA, and I want to thank him for making this video. I am also now witness, and you guys also witness this kind of video, how our ancestor was like. So what our ancestor was, this is the very good example of our rootness, our things, how our ancestor was. So thank you for watching my video again, and see you soon.